All right. NBC, where you at? We've been calling you, asking to get into the debate room, the convo couch here. Pasta Jardula Friday night. Johnny Tsunami here. And that's right. We haven't heard back from NBC to get into the debates, to get the press credentials. But whether we'll be there going live or we'll be here going live somewhere, maybe Lauren Steiner's, we thought we'd just give you a little jump on in about, our opinions on the debate. We talking strategy all night. Johnny's now a political junkie. And we started talking about it, right, Johnny?
Right. So. Yeah, how's it going, everybody?
Johnny Tsunami on. We got a little hip-hop going in the background over here. It's Friday night for all you political junkies out there on the MCSE network. Thanks for jumping on in. We can see you all over there. There's about 9 on the there right now. There's 3 on the other channel, and there's a couple over there. So we still got about 15 people, 20 people for all you psychopaths that are up late night watching on the MCSE network. Thank you so much. Let's jump into this, Johnny, because it's 2 nights of the debate, right? We got the lineups today. It's like the schedule came out in the NFL. Tonight, we get the first lineups for the first night. And it's kind of interesting because the first night is all about small matchups. It doesn't have a lot of the big stars in it. The second night is like a steel cage match. All the big names are in. And the first night, let's concentrate on the first night first of all. Let's talk about the first night because the first night is 3 key people to watch. Warren, Tulsi, and Beto. Those are the 3 eyes to watch when it comes to that night, those 3. And that's on June 26th. That's the Wednesday night. Elizabeth, Tulsi, and Beto. And
why are we watching out for them?
Because those are like the 3 head names in this right here. Like I said, the second night's like a steel cage match. You got all these people, all these big names in there. But the first night is all about the key matchup between Tulsi and Elizabeth. It's somewhat of an isolation. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's not going to be a lot of traffic. I think the dark horses I put up there. Don't we have the dark horses? Okay. Let's show the dark horses of the first night because I want to get these people out of the way.
Keep switching. So
let's
see. Okay.
Let's get the dark horses right there first.
Dark horses. All these unknown candidates.
Yes. They haven't made a splash on social media. They haven't done anything. You got Julian Castro, Bill de Blasio, John Delaney, Jay Inslee, Amy Klobuchar, and Tim Ryan. So those are your dark horses. Those people really, even though they're running for president, they're not running for president. They're running for another spot. They're trying to make a name for themselves, possibly get a position on whoever wins the seat itself. Now, the person with the most to gain on opening night is Cory Booker.
Cory Booker.
All right. We're going to talk about Cory Booker. When we were at the convention, Cory Booker's name was mentioned. He had a great speech. He kind of impressed them.
That's what was it the delegates said?
The delegates said
that.
The
delegates that were on the floor in the convention, they were impressed with Cory Booker's speech.
Yes, and they did say the expectations were so low that they exceeded expectations. He exceeded expectations. He had a great speech, but once again, I think he's put himself in a position to make a little noise, to go on to the second debate. That's all Cory Booker's main objective is. Get from the first debate to the second debate. Don't cause any friction. Don't go after anybody. Just stay on my message, hit my notes, hit my platitudes, and get on to the second debate. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Tulsi and Warren are going to steal the show. Absolutely. But for sure, for Booker to make it even an impact in the second one, he's definitely got to make an impact in this first one.
Absolutely.
I don't know if he's going to do it.
Well, let's think. Who's running these debates?
MSNBC.
Yes,
NBC.
And they're mainstream media. They're for the establishment. They want Booker to have a good night. They want more establishment people to get as much positive, press as they can and keep moving forward. So they'll probably put him in positions to making a little bit of an impact. You know what I'm saying? Now the luckiest one in this group, Johnny, was your boy Beto O'Rourke when he spoke Spanish.
Boy. Oh.
No, he spoke Spanish on the floor. You got a little crazy on him. I remember. You're like, what the fuck was that? Beto got lucky. The mainstream media got lucky because Beto O'Rourke avoided Buttigieg, or have you said Buttigieg. But he avoided him.
Edge.
Yeah, Buttigieg. Well, whatever the case may be, these two guys are after the same money. You know what I'm saying? So if they were on the same debate stage, they might go at it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think Beto really lucked out, and he avoided Buttigieg.
Yeah, because Buttigieg is definitely the better version of Beto, right?
I think so. He's the more clean one. He's not as much of a tool. But the key matchup, like we talked about, is Tulsi versus Warren on this right here. They are isolated. It's just the two of them, mano y mano. This is what like a lot of the progressives want to see.
This is going to be one hell of a battle.
I think that if we're in town, we have to be with Lauren Steiner because Lauren Steiner is more for Warren. She's more for
Warren.
We're for Gabbard.
We're definitely Tulsi.
Yes,
all the way. What do you think about the questions?
Well, I mean, once again, we got to understand the main objective. Who's running this? It's the mainstream media.
They definitely hate Tulsi.
They do hate Tulsi. Tulsi is the most hated by the pro-war media. Tulsi is the most hated candidate. Right. By the pro-war media, Tulsi is the most hated candidate. So they're going to try to coddle Warren and try to put down Tulsi. You know what I'm saying? But Warren can't hide. And now the whole key about this is, and I said this, is that Tulsi just can't go out there guns a-blazing. She can't just attack Warren. She's got to wait for her spots. She doesn't want to come off as like desperate, whatnot. So she's got to pick her spots.
I mean, I would love to see Tulsi be like, Warren, you claim your heritage and everything, but where were you in Sandy Rock? Where were you? That would be the most savage thing that Tulsi would ever do. She just brings that up.
But she's got to be careful because she doesn't want to look like a bully. You know what I'm saying? So she's got to pick her spots, I think, and I think she's got to hit it right. But here's the thing. Will the mainstream media put her in position to do it? Do you think they'll ask one question about Venezuela?
On foreign policy? Not even.
Probably, not even close.
Not even. Maybe Iran they'll ask about. Maybe.
There's a lot of people on that stage. Like I said, there's a lot of people taking a lot of hot air, wind out of the sails over there. But Tulsi's gonna have to pick her spots, and Warren just gotta. She's the front runner, right? So she's just gotta play her game. She's gotta stay on message. I've got a plan, and I think the mainstream media is gonna try to put her in position to do that plan. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's gonna come down to opening night.
She's got a plan.
She's got a plan.
I mean. Man, if Neera Tanden supports Elizabeth Warren, we should not support Elizabeth Warren.
That's good. Yeah, and once again, this is what this is all about. I think this is like the dream matchup. This is awesome because, it really it comes down to mano y mano. I know the political junkies love this because Warren's been getting a lot of play from the left centrists to the progressives, where Tulsi has got a whole different support. And as we know, independents and Republicans, nobody gets them like Tulsi. Elizabeth doesn't get these people out of all. And I didn't expect them to be this heated of a matchup right now, but it is. Yeah. And both of them know this.
Yeah. Warren's been getting that recent publicity now out of nowhere. Let
me ask you a question.
And then, yeah.
Who is Tulsi Gabbard's ally on that stage? Who's a friend on that stage?
I got to look at the lineup again.
Take a look.
Let's look
because I have a theory here, and I know people are gonna get a little crazy, but who's her ally on this?
Who is Tulsi Gabbard's ally out of all these people?
Think about it. Does anybody got any opinions out there in the MCSE netlet? You got 38 watching, okay, guys. Everybody, who is Tulsi Gabbard's ally on that stage? Night one.
Let's hear
first
it.
night.
Let's see. What do you guys think?
Take a look. Anybody got an answer?
Let's see. I'm looking at our combo couch.
We got 13 on the combo couch, guys. Who is Tulsi Gabbard's ally night one on that stage? Because I have a little theory, and I'll back it up.
Jelani.
Maybe Jelani. Maybe Delaney.
You mean
all right? That's Sonia Moda. Delaney, right? Okay.
All right, Delaney.
He's one of the two people. You're right. And I'm going to explain why. Inslee, yeah. On theory, when it comes to, global warming and climate change, that's where he wants to get the debate to go.
I don't think there's any. No allies.
Well, we see we got over the MCSC network. John DeClane.
I agree with MCSC. Yeah.
Marcus Hulbert says she has no ally. Wait, no, it's Amy. Okay, now Money Train James said Amy, right? I say yes to Amy, and I say yes to Delaney, and I'm going to tell you why.
All right, tell us why.
Okay, because even though Tulsi Gabbard's policy and her ideology might be way far away from John Delaney, who just embarrassed himself at the Democratic National Convention by going up there and saying such stuff, he's still true to his words. Remember when I asked you this, Johnny? I said, who would you rather have, Delaney or Hickenlooper, who go up there and speak their mind? Yeah, they're in the wrong fucking party, but they ain't lying. Or would you rather have Buttigieg or Beto or Harris, who tells you it's all nice and flowery and fucking roses and they're going to give you single-payer health care and they ain't never going to do it? In the veteran caucus that we went to, where the hug between Tulsi Gabbard and Bernie Sanders took place, there were 4 people who went and spoke on that caucus. Bernie Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard, John Delaney, Amy Klobuchar. In Congress, it's all about building relationships. She hugged them. She talked to them. They had a good, you know what? And they did it in front of veterans. All right? They're long shots. They're dark horses. Delaney's 1 foot out the door. He has nothing to lose by jumping in and defending Tulsi on a position maybe or something, you know, even though they're way off where they say they want to have troops and they don't want to have troops, they'll find some common grounds. They could be allies of sorts. They do have a relationship, and that's all I'm saying. Is it a great ally? No. Fucking, excuse my French, Delaney he should be in the Republican Party.
They're all in Congress?
Yeah, but they build relationships.
Okay.
They built relationships. That's what I'm saying, person to person. Tulsi and Amy, hey, we don't agree, but we hug. We cool. John, I'm sorry you got blitzed out there. I don't agree with you, but we cool. So on that stage,
I didn't see her hug. I only saw her hug Bernie and what's her, Cornel West.
Yeah, they hugged. Well, I wonder what your guy, decent take. Thank you, Randy Savage. I know you guys are savage, but that's what it is. I believe it's all about building relationships. But once again, let's keep in mind, the establishment wants to coddle Warren, protect her, coddle Warren, hurt, go after Tulsi, protect, coddle Warren, hurt Tulsi. And like I said, they want to get as many establishment people across the finish line or into this debate further down the road. They want to suck away votes from the progressives. So the establishment's also going to help out Beto O'Rourke. I mean, the establishment on this draw, and it was a fair draw, by the way. I know somebody who went down and did it. The draw was lucky when it came to Beto and Buttigieg, because the longer they keep them in the race, the longer they keep more establishment minds going. Okay, let's get to the second part now. Night 2.
Oh, this is the
Hopefully we wake up on Thursday morning, right? And we say Tulsi had an awesome night.
Yeah.
Because this is where the polls can change. This is where it can get cray and serious. By the way, got a little hip hop going in the background. Hope you all like it.
I don't think they can hear it.
Night 2. Who are the dark horses, Johnny?
Give
me the dark horses, and I'm going to say something right here.
Let's see. The
Where's my dark horses gate? Night 2.
Dark horses, night 2, all the way down.
Here they are.
Oh,
boom. The long shots. Michael Bennett. I thought he was a running back for the Wisconsin Badgers. I was wrong. Kirsten Gillibrand, who I heard her speak platitudes. John Hickenlooper, who, you know, once again is in the wrong party, but at least he speaks his mind. Eric Swalwell. No. And then the interesting one you put right in the middle, Marianne Williamson, because here's the thing. Marianne Williamson is, even though she's a dark horse or a long shot, she's a spiritual leader. She's a spiritual lover. She comes off in this very genuine way.
She's pretty spiritual, yeah.
She is. I mean, she's
not aware of the foreign policies.
Exactly.
Though. She's pretty good in domestic. I was there for the interview with Kim Iverson. She was really pushing education.
Absolutely.
And like preschool education, you know, and I'm like, that's great, like, you know, but a presidential candidate needs to be strong on foreign policy. You know, it just can't be all domestic.
Absolutely. And let's say this once again, too. Just because they're running for president, they ain't running for president. Marianne Williamson, you hit it on the nose. She's great in education, right? She's genuine. If she can portray herself as a strong ally of a progressive, and a progressive gets in, she, like a Bernie Sanders, she may get the position of Secretary of Education.
Yeah, Secretary of Education.
Right, it's a perfect position for Marianne M. Williams. So she's got to come into this battle like she's a progressive warrior. So she's going to form somewhat pacts. She's going to be close to Bernie, and she's not going to ever attack him. Now, the 3 establishment candidates in this race here, this is kind of like establishment king of the hill. Buttigieg, Harris, and Biden. Okay, this is where the infighting takes place. Buttigieg, Harris, and Biden. Those 3 right there, they can go at each other all night. And this is something that's really, really good. The person with the most to gain from this particular thing, though, is Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
Kind of got this independent mindset, this UBI thinking. He can get in there.
Yang Gang is pretty strong. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot about Yang Gang, but I'd like to see a little bit more on his policies, you know, and him saying it.
Well, he's got some ideas. And once again, he wants to kind of keep himself closer to the progressives, in this case, Bernie Sanders. Him and Marianne Williamson have the best to gain. So they got to do two things. Number one, pitch their plan. Stay on their game. Speak what they're all about. Marianne Williamson's got to talk about education. Andrew Yang's got to talk about money. He's got to talk about, infrastructure, certain things, the UBI, helping people, families get money. These guys got to get jobs down the road. So they're really kind of an asset that both of these guys, and they're outsiders, that they're in there with Bernie Sanders, who was once the ultimate outsiders. And Bernie, I told you this now, unlike Nico House, my boy, we disagree. Nico House thinks Bernie's going to get in there and start jabbing and start slaying and start ba-da, ba-da-boom, ba-da-bing. But I say, no. No, he's not. Bernie just has to hold serve. And I said this before and I'll say it again. Don't punch down, Bernie. Just punch back. Somebody goes after him, go back. But you know what? He's the front runner. This is his presidency to lose. Okay? Hold serve. Like he did the other day. That presidential speech at Washington, George Washington.
Such a good speech.
He has to be careful of two people, though, Johnny.
Who's that?
Pete Buttigieg and Joe Biden.
Buttigieg, yeah, absolutely.
Buttigieg, he was part of the Stop Sanders kind of Hillary Clinton thing.
Look, I don't know if the fans know this, but Buttigieg had a lot of establishment support at the convention.
Yep.
All the delegates, they're
going nuts.
Going nuts for Buttigieg. And I don't know that that seemed like a big threat. In California, I guess.
Well,
we have to see how it is in every other state. But
you saw how platitudey they are, and he's the
Super
king of the platitude, Pete Buttigieg, and he's kind of like I always kind of compared him to Obama in a way. He's a smooth talker. He doesn't have a lot of policy history where we can kind of get at him. He's a gay man, so I think he won't get as attacked as much, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that really... he's kind of got this kind of like nice gentleman thing where it's hard to go after him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Pete Buttigieg can attack anybody passive-aggressively. Look for him to passively-aggressively attack Bernie Sanders, like attack him without saying his name. Look for him to passively-aggressively attack Joe Biden because he wants to get Joe Biden out of that race and get that money. Pete Buttigieg has a feeling that he can go and get that money. And once again, I think the establishment is happy that Buttigieg and Beto are not together. So now they both can shine on separate nights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
because now people are going to be like, Beto did great, and so did Buttigieg.
So did Buttigieg.
And it won't be like, Beto did better than Buttigieg.
Yeah. And I think it's very important for Bernie to be careful of both of them, for Buttigieg. Now, Joe Biden now. Joe Biden got to watch your ass, Mr. Biden, man. Andrew Yang can come after his ass because Andrew Yang said on Bill Maher.
He's been talking.
Yeah, he's been talking a little. Hey, who do you most want to go get after? He's I want to talk about the Asian man sticking next to Joe Biden. He gonna kick your ass, Andrew Yang.
I literally said that.
Kamala Harris wants that. You know what I'm saying? She wants to look as. That's the thing with Kamala Harris, and I'll explain. Kamala Harris could go after Joe Biden. Watch for it. Buttigieg, and watch for Marianne Williamson. To make herself a noise. How does a progressive make noise? How does an outsider make noise? Boom, get a clip of her just slaying Joe Biden. So watch out for those four people can go right after Joe Biden. He has to watch out. Yang's going to come. Watch out for Kamala Harris. Watch out for Williamson. And watch out for Pete Buttigieg. All of this. And that's the thing. If Bernie never has to address Joe Biden, the better.
But here's the thing, though. They haven't been on stage together ever, have they?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It will be interesting
if they were maybe in
how
I don't know.
Plays out, because
in the Senate though,
Bernie and Biden on the same stage. That's gonna be.
Biden's gonna go after Bernie, but Bernie's got to just don't. But punch
Bernie's
down.
Gonna be savage. He's gonna be like Biden, you the crime bill. That's it. Boom. That's it. Like it's easy. You're gonna cure cancer? I can't believe he said that.
I know. That's the thing. It's if in fact he goes after.
He said that.
I know if in fact, Joe Biden does go after Bernie. Bernie can just kind of passively him off and shoo him. Really, to tell you the truth, all this bloated up, fucking trumped up bullshit support for Joe Biden is fake. He's been playing hide and seek, and it's before you know it, boom. And that's the thing. Like there's somebody saying on there, Tulsi needs to bump Kamala and Warren, of course. Attack him on the Iraq's war support. Like that's what I'm saying, and that's why he's got all those people that are gunning for him. Now let's get to the next person. This is a person who can't slip, Johnny. This is last chance, last dance, Kamala Harris. That's it. Last chance, last dance, Kamala Harris. Right? This is it. You can't do it. And she's got to watch out for 3 people. We're going to try to knock her off her stool. Andrew Yang, Marianne Williamson. She's a friend of the prison industrial complex. She's a friend of putting people in jail. They're very passionate, genuine people. They don't like that shit at all. They can go after her and really get some brownie points as uber progressives defending their cause and stuff. And you got to watch out for Pete Buttigieg.
Here was a good question that someone said on MCSC. It was,
What's that?
Do you consider Yang an ally?
In this particular case, yes. Right now, I do. Right now. In the early stages, this debate, yes. He's going to want to align himself as an independent thinker, as a progressive, and he's going to want to sit there and almost be on the side where Bernie is, because there's so many establishment people up there, and you can get so much play on social media if you get a nice clip of yourself just going, "Ba-da!" to, Joe Biden. Really, that Joe Biden will be the most sought-out person.
Yeah,
he can't hide no more.
Yeah, he is. I wonder how Bernie will do it, because I kind of want Bernie to go after Biden, But we'll see. You think he doesn't really have to?
Who?
Bernie.
No, he doesn't.
Against Biden.
No.
Yeah.
But
we'll see. I mean,
like I said, just don't punch down, just punch back. He's at that mode because he doesn't have to. It's his. He's the top dog. And the one matchup I really wanted to see that I'm disappointed we didn't see was Mayor Pete and Beto. Yeah, I would have liked to seen them kind of like. I wish there was 3 debates and letting those guys go at it, because they're fighting over the same money. They're looking for the same donors, and they know sooner or later, just like Jeb Bush when he got pushed out. Please clap. When he got pushed out, money went to Ted Cruz. They took it away from Bush. They stopped funding him, and it went for somebody else. They're kind of on that same way. But once again, those outsiders are looking to make a point. So really, to tell you the truth, it's just about Bernie being presidential and hold and serve. You know what I'm saying? I look for Pete Buttigieg to have a big night. Once again, he could passively, aggressively attack people without saying their name.
He's on the first night or
second night?
He's on the second night. You think he's going to have a big night?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Bernie's going to have a baller night. I think Tulsi's going to have a baller night, because they're the fucking they're going to be able to come in. They'll be able to insert whatever. You've seen them do it. They've inserted. Bernie inserts, the 1% versus the 90% pretty much in a lot of his answers, and I'm curious to see what Tulsi will insert in her answers, because we haven't really seen Tulsi debate yet, have we?
No, not yet. That's why we're looking for her to shine on this. She's had some debates back in the days. Let me just look at some comments real quick. Mr. Yang is a nice guy, but he can't be too nice on stage. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to use this time to really go after some people. And once again, he's going after Joe. He talked about the UBI. Kamala Harris is 4th place in Cali, if that. She's holding by a thread. Listen, we went up to that California convention. They were so unimpressed with Kamala Harris. And like I said, last chance, last dance, Kamala. And let me tell you something. Marianne Williamson and Andrew Yang can go after her. And Pete Buttigieg, I keep saying his name wrong, he can find a way to kind of passively aggressive attack her too as well. Mike Gravel is not on the on the debate. No, he is not. Unfortunately, he's not.
Fuck.
They can. What else do we have? Pete is smooth talker, and is a Rhodes Scholar establishment guy. We know this. Anything else, Johnny? Got any questions here?
Who, me?
Anybody else? Do we see? All right, Tulsi needs to gather a lot of steam if she does. Once again, keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Tulsi has to strategically. She just can't go out there wilding on all sides and just attack Elizabeth Warren. She's got to pick her spots. She can't come off desperate. She can't look like she's picking a fight.
I don't know. This fight's going to be great. It's going to be great.
I don't know. Oh, the bell. There it is. Ring it up. Let's go. It's Tulsi time.
That's one hell of a battle, I'll tell you that. They better get some good time there. I mean, they want good views, right? They should just let Tulsi and Warren just basically talk up the whole time.
I don't know if how much they're willing to go to get these good views. And once again, it's going to be interesting. They want their establishment candidates to do well, right? So they're going to kind of frame these questions. They're going to coddle. They're going to protect. They're going to make sure that, that Tulsi doesn't just, follow right behind Elizabeth Warren where she can attack her. There's 11 people on stage. So by the time Elizabeth Warren talks, you don't hear Tulsi talk for about 16 minutes, right? So then it's already, it's already down the road. So she's got to find a spot.
That's the thing I'm worried about. They're going to limit her time too short. They'll probably do it on purpose. They don't talk about her ever on CNN, MSNBC, all the mainstream media. They never mention her at all.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw.
No,
a
we
video
watched the
today.
CNN commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't even show her.
They don't
and they
show
showed freaking Julian Castro
So, yeah.
bitching and complaining. It's just like they want to keep. Listen, she's the most anti-war candidate. This is why she's our candidate, right, guys? So she's preparing. She's prepping. And, you know, she's got some ammo. And the whole thing is if we can expose Elizabeth Warren right here on foreign policy, it would really set the tone moving forward. So
here's a good question. Who could surprise at the debate?
which one? Day one or day two? All right, day one, here's the thing.
Well, let's look at the lineup one more time.
Day one, I think once again, I kind of put it out Cory Booker because he has a chance to say some stuff. He's not going to surprise
so you
anybody.
thought Cory was going to surprise.
But I think they'll give them sound bites to prop him up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Amy Klobuchar might say something decent. She's true to her word. I don't agree in her ideology. But I can tell you who I think is going to flop and be out after this for sure is Bill de Blasio.
And Beto.
I think Beto's going to. I think they're going to set Beto up to have a good night.
I mean, if they make his stand short enough that he can get on top of and fucking
well, let's
stand on top of the stand.
And here's the thing: they're going to talk about things that favor them, right? So the thing that's going to hurt Tulsi the most is what? I don't think that they're at a point right now they're going to really jostle on foreign affairs. Like you could a couple months ago, you could say, okay, Tulsi met with Assad, and and a couple months ago it was different than it is right now because they've wisened up. They've seen, they've read, and they know the stories, and they know bullshit. There's a reason why this year the USS Liberty and the Gulf of Tonkin is looked upon is because people are not just taking everything at face fucking value. They're looking down the rabbit hole at these things. So, I mean, watch out for somebody like an Amy Klobuchar to say something, to come out, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get a good soundbite, get her onto the second debates. She's someone who could possibly, make some noise. De Blasio, done. Just once that guy opens his mouth, he's just obnoxious, elitist, jerk-off, asshole, Hillary Clinton supporting douchebag.
He's New York, right?
New York. It's fucking New York. Now, night two, once again, I think this thing is set up for Pete Buttigieg is going to kind of avoid. He's going to be like going like this, like the Silver Surfer. Platitudes. I speak really nice. Y'all like me. I'm a latte liberal. Boom. Watch Andrew Yang and Marianne Williamson are the two you got to watch out that might come out swinging. They got to go on the attack. They got to align themselves. Bernie, stay on message. That's it. But I don't know anybody to come out of this really unexpected.
Yeah, they probably will talk about Iran.
I don't know.
It's going to be hot. I mean, like, especially by the 26th and 27th, like, where are we going to be at with Iran then? It's like,
yeah.
Shit.
Here's my prediction.
Fuck.
At the end of this, I'm going to tell you who's going to make it to the second debate. Ready? On night one, Elizabeth Warren will be moving on. Beto O'Rourke will be moving on. Tulsi Gabbard will be moving on. And Cory Booker will be moving on. That's my surprise guy. Those four will be moving on. Night two. So we got four left, right? Night two.
So you say Booker, Gabbard,
Warren and Beto O'Rourke. We'll move on to the second thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They'll have a good clip of Amy Klobuchar having a good speech, but she's crying as she dropped out. She gave it her all. I have a Amy Klobuchar pin I got for Strat. We like that. And so that's those four, right? Okay, she got those four from night one, right? Okay. Night two. Andrew Yang. Bernie Sanders.
Definitely Bernie.
Kamala Harris.
Nah, I don't think she's going to make it.
Pete Buttigieg. And Joe Biden.
Yeah, Buttigieg and Biden for sure.
Those five are going to make it out. Unfortunately, I don't see Marianne Williamson moving on. Maybe she could. I think Andrew Yang does have enough steam right now where he can move on. But you'll also see a cut of Marianne Williamson crying and saying that she's dropping out.
Gillibrand had a kind of viral-ish video the other day.
Viral-ish?
Viral-ish. It wasn't.
Is that a flavor licorice?
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe she can pop off a little bit. We'll see. She did have a viral video the other day, so.
Tulsi got to paint everyone as posers because it's true. But let me tell you this much: established man chill. She's got to be very careful. If she comes off too harsh right now at this point, she'll looked upon as a bully. She will. I mean,
as a woman, a woman of color,
it doesn't make a difference. She doesn't want to be looked as like just a. You know what I'm saying? She's got to be. She's got to pick her points.
Be presidential.
She's got to be presidential.
She's got to be presidential.
She can't be like, oh, I'm a hater. I'm going to hate on you. She's got to be looked at as.
Be childish, But she's never acted childish ever. So she's always acted pretty presidential. So we'll see how it is. she's been savage presidentially, you know, in a presidential manner before.
She has.
So we'll see how savage she gets.
Dalton Bador says Yang will gain popularity for sure. His policies and knowledge are eye-opening and mainstream to people, and I think they are, a lot of them. He does have issues, but once again, I think he's going to move on strong, and I think he does have to align himself with Bernie Sanders. I want to keep that in mind. If he can paint himself as a smart outsider that has a chance, just like Bernie would, he's got a good shot. I think the bully role might work. Tulsi needs to go after Warren, but she's got to pick her spots. I'm going to go over to the convo couch. Tulsi is always calm.
Yeah,
always.
She is.
It's a clown card bait.
Right,
Leonard Hand, I got to say, Leonard Hand, you're so right, man, because look who's controlling this shit. Rachel Maddow is controlling this shit. We've had 3 different people call for press credentials. They don't want to let us in that fucking building.
I called in. They haven't gotten back.
Terrible.
So we're not gonna be able to go, unfortunately. Probably is what it's looking like. But we will be live streaming it.
Yes, we will be. We'll be live streaming at some place. Who's over on the convo couch? I haven't even gone over there. Is anybody on that one over there? How many watchers we got over there? Ooh, we got 11. Wow. Let me get this off here.
Oh, look at
here we are. Who we got on this thing? Johnny Mayorkas online. Oh, so that's you, Sean. Biden is getting sleepy and slobbery for a while now. World events and first debate lineup helps Tulsi a lot. It does, but once again, they're going to control those. They're not going to just put it out there for her, guys. They're not going to say, okay, here, Tulsi, you know, like the volleyball player, when that person that just sets it up so somebody can go and go, bah. No, they're going to spike it at Tulsi, and Tulsi's going to have to find a way to knock it off. What's up, Guzik? Christian Guzik, love you, brother. Yo, we're doing a little debate talk about the lineups. So, once again, those are the 9 people coming out of it. Once again, my people are, on night 1, Elizabeth Warren, Beto O'Rourke, Tulsi Gabbard, and surprise guy to come out, Cory Booker. I think we'll have some moments. I think John Delaney will have some peace with himself. I think Amy Klobuchar will give a nice one-liner, get a good tier, and that was it. Those 4 will be moving on. Night 2, you're going to have Biden move on because, unfortunately, there's so much money behind him, but it will be his last chance. Yeah. Pete Buttigieg. I think Kamala Harris is going to make it to win the next debate for sure, but you think it's last chance, Kamala. If she has a horrible mess up, she's done.
Yes, for sure.
If she slips on the banana peel, Johnny,
for sure.
Done. No, Kamala's got to watch her ass right now. And here's the thing. A lot of people said, well, she can play one of the one woman up there. There's like 2 other women, I believe. It's Marianne Williamson and Chris Gildebrand. And I think one of the podcasters said, well, she can play, that strong woman. No, she's got to go after the men. She's their pit bull dog. Remember her going after, the debates and when she was questioning Sessions and all these other people? She's got to go attack dog on some people. Just got to be careful, though, because if Andrew Yang gets her, Marianne Williamson gets her, and they'll be prepared. They'll get her. And I think Andrew Yang will go on with Bernie Sanders. So those are the 9 people that will go on.
And then it'll be 9.
There'll be 9. They'll
probably shave it to 10 or just to keep the numbers even, or maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, maybe. Who knows? I think they go 9 one stage and try to get it done. Who is Tulsi Gabbard's ally on the stage? We said, as a recap, we also said that I said Amy Klobuchar and Delaney. Actually, the audience was out there digging into it. It was really good. Tulsi 2020. Russia, Tulsi and the smears for not auto-hate Putin. Rachel, Russia is the cause matter. Wow, bum-dum. I hope there's no hair smelling. Tulsi won't have to deal with that. That's great. I swear to God, if MSNBC brings up impeachment, I will scream. When these people will be elected, he will be out of office. Get over the fake Russiagate. Jeffrey Clubb, let me tell you something. They will bring up impeachment. Impeachment will be a question.
For sure
both fucking nights. This is MSNBC. They will put people on the spot. Do you believe in Russian? It's going to come at Tulsi.
Do
you still believe that Russia? Blah, blah, blah. They're going to come at her with the bullshit. They're going to come at her with the bullshit. And don't think they won't. That's for sure.
What about Assange?
They no, they're not going to do that. They're going to stay away from Assange. Listen, as long as Tulsi's on that stage, they got to keep away from foreign policy. They let that's her strength. They know it. They're not going to. Listen, I'll give you 3-1 odds. Anybody out there who wants to take a bet? I will bet you right now that in the first night debate, that MSNBC, CNN, Rachel Madcow will not have the balls to ask about Venezuela. Will not have the balls. Maybe Iran, but they won't. You know why? because Elizabeth Warren said she supported the regime change in Venezuela. Convo Couch broke it. We have a video. Go check it out. Like, share, and subscribe. Come on over from Nico MSCSC. You know that. You know they're going to corner Tulsi. Bet. Tulsi's ally, none. Maybe not. I think it's Delaney Klobuchar.
I don't think she has any allies. They're all establishment, bro.
What other questions?
Even if they are more honest about
They are. They're more honest, but they are more established. And we got right-wing mentality. Okay, here's a question for everybody out there. Give me the top 3 questions you think they're going to take. Out of the top 3, give me some questions you think they're going to ask on night 1. I know they're going to avoid foreign policy for sure.
They might ask Iran.
Okay.
Maybe.
If they have time.
The situation where we are. Yeah.
They got 46 people on the fucking stage. But who knows? Maybe they will. But here's the thing. I think Tulsi's weaknesses, they're going to pinpoint them. And I think they might ask questions about LGBT stuff to try to ring a bell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
And they might let everybody up there on that stage just brag about, the LGBT and their backing of it, whatnot. Right. And still try to paint that frame because it's still out there every once in a while. I don't think they're going to really talk about Modi. I don't think they're going to talk about that at all. I think they'll talk about climate change a little bit. I think they'll talk about single-payer health care. And, no, they won't ask Tulsi, all right. Tulsi is controlled opposition? All right, okay. Wow. Biden is a dummy. Literally, Biden is a clown. Check his features. He's slower than ever. Okay, so we know they're going to avoid foreign affairs. We might see a question about LGBT questions coming in there because it's, at any chance they can just, anything to smear fucking Tulsi, they'll try to do it. What about night 2? Night 2.
You know what? Right now I'm going to look up some primary debate.
Questions?
Yeah, some questions.
All right, here's a night 2. So night 2, once again, the establishment wants to prop up Mayor Pete. So LGBT questions across the board. So let him talk about that. That might be good for him, whatnot. His voting record on that. Kamala Harris, what's her strength?
Nothing. What's her strength? What is her strength? I don't know.
What is Kamala Harris' strengths? And ladies and gentlemen, what questions will they ask second night? What about reparations? Okay, they might ask about reparations. Now, here's the thing. We got Kamala Harris reparations. We got Elizabeth Warren reparations one night. That's night 2. We have Marianne Williamson, who's got a really idea about what she wants to do about reparations. So I think reparations might come out there because that's a question. Who put that? Give me that. Let me. All right. It was on the MCSC network. KOPMDJ. Kapumda, J. What about reparations? Great point. It's a question where it could hurt Bernie Sanders of sorts because he's been ticky-tacky. Well, what do you actually mean?
Yeah.
But it's an area where that's why I think they're going to definitely ask about Russia opening night, first night. Locking people up.
Well, then wouldn't you think they would save it for the second night?
What's that?
For reparations? Yeah.
Reparations might come out in the first night because I think Elizabeth Warren, a place Elizabeth Warren's.
But there's Bernie and then Kamala and then Corey the second night, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Education, first night, you know what I'm saying? Anything of student loan debts, anything, a lot of banking stuff, a lot of regulations and stuff. They're going to try to really prop those up on the first night, you know what I'm saying? They're going to try to really help Elizabeth Warren. So about, the banking rules, the banking laws, about student loan debt. These are questions on the first night. You know what I'm saying? They'll stay away from foreign policy.
Yeah, definitely. I can see college, the college question, free college or, plan for education. Yeah. So definitely education would definitely be a question, I feel like.
Hey, Dave Alberts.
Put money on it right now.
He's putting money on it. Dave Alberts, economy crap for sure. But what about Venezuela? Money Train James. I told you this, Money Train James. They're not going to do it. They're not going to give Tulsi a chance to stand alone where she's been unequivocally hands off Venezuela. She's been better than Bernie Sanders. You think they're going to let her talk about that in the first debate? Hell no. No way. And Elizabeth Warren's trashy, and there will be hardly any foreign policy questions in the first fucking night.
I wish they would.
They'll, you know what I'm saying? And they got to be. Here's the thing: if Inslee, or whatever his name is, they want him to talk about global warming. They want to talk about a Green New Deal, right?
Absolutely going to bring up climate change.
Okay, who's the most susceptible when they talk about the Green New Deal?
Susceptible?
The most vulnerable. Sorry, the most vulnerable when you talk about a Green New Deal. Opening night. Beto O'Rourke. He's got to be fucking careful. Because you know why? There's money. There's fracking money there. There's oil money. He got big oil money. So they talk about Green New Deal open at night. That's a chance. Maybe Tulsi can get a little, you know what I'm saying?
Warren will probably be strong there, right? Because she co-sponsored Green New Deal with AOC.
Well, she could be strong there, but she didn't stow up at Standing Rock.
Yeah.
And Tulsi Gabbard did.
But that's not really...
That's about a pipeline, man.
Yeah.
That was we'll see how this plays out, Obama. It was about a pipeline. I'm going over to the Convo Couch YouTube and looking over there. First night, sorry. Okay. They're going to talk about healthcare. Every night they're going to talk about healthcare and stuff. They're going to ask Biden what is his favorite ice cream, Harris about a race, Bernie about socialism, and Tulsi about Assad. Learned hand, you got some good words out there, man. Thank you so much. Both Bernie and Tulsi need to prepare for the stupidest questions. Yeah, this guy's great. I love you, Learned hand. And then they start with swatting it away and switching to their strong points. And they do. Hey, listen, Learned hand. You see what I'm gonna do right here? Boom, pivot. Boom, pivot. Boom. They gotta pivot. That's what I'm saying. Like, Tulsi has to pick her spot to be talking about something and pivot right on the attack to boom. Boom! Elizabeth Warren and get him. You think they're going to talk about... Hey, here's another thing. You think they're going to talk about Julian Assange? You think they're going to talk about WikiLeaks? You think they're going to talk about that? Because nobody on that stage, day one, talks about what Tulsi talks about.
No.
So there's no foreign policy. There's no NSA. That shit will be out of the first debate. The mainstream pro-war media will protect Elizabeth Warren while trying to silence Tulsi Gabbard. So you know there'll be no fucking talk about that shit. Second night. The Green New Deal, Beto gets hurt in the first night. Second night. They're going to talk about... They might talk foreign policy second night. Like, who would look good in foreign policy? I don't know what... I mean, the second night can be just a free-for-all. Really, to tell you the truth...
They're going to try and take down Bernie. They're going to try and take down Bernie, though.
Yeah, but they got other soldiers in there. They got, like I said, Yang and... allies for Bernie. Okay, guys. Allies for Bernie. Put them up. Allies for Bernie right now. Yeah. Second night, allies for Bernie. Andrew Yang.
An ally.
Who?
I'm asking them.
Oh, who's an ally? Sorry.
Who's an ally?
Andrew Yang. Marianne Williamson. Right?
Melissa Michelson.
What?
She's like, I hope they all gang up on Rachel Maddow.
Melissa Michelson in there. Thank you. We're talking about debate strategies, what to watch for, what to look for. But Bernie's ally on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I got it as Andrew Yang and Marianne Williamson. Those are the two I think that are really going to help out. Zachary says Learned hand. I don't know if he's saying Zachary to me. Sonia says Yang. Thank you, Sonia. On Facebook, who you got? Who's Bernie's ally?
Bernie's ally.
And we got a Bernie's ally out there? Marianne. Nanya Singh.
I think Bernie's only ally is Tulsi, and she's on the first night.
Boom. Yang Bernie. Marianne Williamson. Well, we got the same ones. Williamson. Marianne Williamson.
Isn't Yang more capitalist, though?
Yeah, he is.
So that's not really like an ally to Bernie, who's a democratic socialist, right?
No, I mean, he believes in a UBI, which kind of is a social program of sorts.
That is pretty...
It's a social safety net.
But that UBI is not...
It's a little fugazi. Because it doesn't mean anything without a minimum wage. It doesn't mean anything
Medicare for all.
without housing. Housing is a right. So, So, Marianne, I think it's right. I think people hit it on the nose. We got the Bernie allies and stuff like that. Who is Bernie's greatest foe on night 2? Who is Bernie's? Who is more likely to go after Bernie? Who's going
to take shots at Bernie?
Who's going to take shots at Bernie?
Oh,
who's going to take shots at Bernie, ladies and gentlemen?
Kamala Harris. I bet she will. Biden will.
Somebody pointed out that Williamson is a Hillary supporter and an Assange hater. Absolutely, but when it comes to education,
Marianne Williamson.
Yeah,
they said what?
She's a she was a Hillary supporter and Assange hater. I didn't know she was an Assange hater.
I didn't know she was a Hillary supporter.
I know she was a Hillary supporter back in the days. Yeah, no middle ground.
I didn't know about that.
Man, we got some people over in the YouTube's getting all crazy over there right now. Kamala. Okay, here we go.
I say Kamala.
Everybody's saying Wait. I want to point out that Mia Lovely over on the MCSE network, and Mia Lovely, if you can go on over to the Convo Couch YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. That's our channel. We have it all down there in our on our information to the left. She says, I think that Gildebrand might be an ally. I don't know why. I don't know why, but maybe they've established some of
an ally to Bernie.
Maybe. Most people say Biden. Most people say Kamala.
You mean as a foe?
As an enemy.
Oh, as an enemy.
Okay, Pete. Right. Well, so I guess we got Biden, Kamala, and Pete. Those were the three I think were said that were the most. We have to be careful that will attack Bernie. Right.
Definitely Biden, and I think Kamala and Biden. It's my final answer.
Kamala and Biden. I still think Mayor Pete. You got to watch out for Mayor Pete, that sneaky son. Kamala. Will Kamala go after? You guys think Kamala, huh? All right. What else we got over here?
No middle ground.
No middle ground.
That's right.
Maggie Smith is not liking Marianne Williamson, says she knows nothing about history or policy. Once again, I think Marianne Williamson is going for one job and one job only, and that's Secretary of Education. And that's the one job I'll let her have. Okay, listen, she's genuine, she's spiritual, she cares about the fucking kids, and she'll make things right. I think she'll make it awesome.
She would make herself aware of foreign policy, but we can deal with that.
He's all right. Morbid Kicks said, "I'm looking forward to who's getting booed." Okay, who's the first person to get booed on day one? Day one. Who's the first person to get booed? Johnny, give me day one first person to get booed.
Delaney or de Blasio?
I think it's de Blasio. I am betting money.
Oh, okay. We got to write
3-to-1 odds.
We got to write these
We're going to have 3-to-1 odds. De Blasio is the first one to fucking get booed.
Who's getting
Bill
booed?
de Blasio is a piece of shit who walked away from a lady who was trying to address him about homelessness in New York last week, and he's just like, I have to work out. I have to work out. And then had his little fucking goons protect him and shield him for the woman while he put his little headset on and walked away. Bill de Blasio, you make me nauseous. I wish you would just go away.
All right, so you're going with Bill de Blasio.
First person to get booed on first night. Bill de Blasio.
All right.
What about night two? You got one from night one?
Hold on, I got one. Okay, my night one. Who's gonna get booed?
Who's getting booed night one? First one to get booed.
Delaney.
He's going Delaney again. Delaney's been booed before. He'll get booed again.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's the thing. If you've been booed before, you're most likely to get booed again.
Yep.
They'll be like, oh, we booed for this guy last time. Let's boo again.
Now, night two, who's the first to get booed? I'm going with my man over here. He says Joe Biden. Joe Biden is definitely the first one to get booed on night two. And now we have Joe Biden. They're just going to start booing him.
I agree. I'm with Biden's.
Propaganda says Joe Biden will be booed.
Oh, that would be glorious if he gets booed.
Okay.
That'd be glorious.
Who else will get booed?
Front runner, my ass.
I know, right? Who else will get booed? Hickenlooper.
Night two?
Hickenlooper will get booed again.
Hickenlooper,
yeah.
Probably.
I think Delaney's going to change up his speech, like I said, and try to go pick some other areas.
Who the hell is Michael Bennett?
He's a running back for the Wisconsin Badgers. Yeah, Sonia, I know you keep saying Delaney instead of Delaney and stuff. Okay, do me a favor, everybody now. After the 2 nights of debates, give me your top 5 people. Who's in first place? Who's in second place? Who will be in third place? Who will be in fourth place? And who will be in fifth place? Not by the imaginary polls, by the real ones. Okay? Get me out there. First place, second place, third place, fourth place, and fifth place.
Well, it's tough because between Tulsi and Bernie, I've never seen Tulsi debate. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, she could be first, you know?
All right, I'm going to give you my top 5. Ready? Ready to write this down here real quick? I'm going to go from 5 to 1. Okay, yeah. Hold on. This is what it will be like.
All right, we're getting past this top 5 here.
Okay.
Hold on.
So there's number 5. Ready?
I'm doing everything. All right, let's go. All right.
Pete Buttigieg.
Number 1?
Number 5.
Number 5.
Mayor Pete.
5, Pete.
5 is Mayor Pete.
Okay.
Okay, 4? 4 will be... No, wait, excuse me. 5 will be Kamala Harris.
Okay. Harris.
Yes.
5.
Oh, wait, I got it wrong.
Dude, you're such a...
I got it right. I got it right. Okay. Number 5 is Andrew Yang. Number 5 is Andrew Yang. I'm going to write it down. Number 5, Andrew Yang.
All right.
Number 4, Pete Buttigieg. Number 3, Tulsi Gabbard. Number 2, Elizabeth Warren. And number 1, Bernie Sanders.
You said number 2, Warren?
That is my top 5 right there. See that? Can you read it?
Yeah, they can read it. Hold on, put it up. Yeah.
Number 5, Andrew Yang.
You think Tulsi's going to be 3rd? Are you kidding me? Come on.
Number 4 is Pete Buttigieg. This is in the polls after these 2 debates.
Oh, you're thinking about the poll.
This is like that. This is.
Do you want a bullshit poll or do you want a real poll? Because the bullshit poll will put fucking Biden at top.
No, this is what it's going to be like after these debates. Right here. Bernie number 1, Warren number 2, Tulsi number 3, Pete Buttigieg number 4, and Andrew Yang number 5. I mean, the bullshit polls will have Tulsi not even there. They'll still not be talking about her. But it'll be too late. It'll be too late by then because she'll be known. She'll be out there. And, you know, only Yang is with China.
Yeah, I agree with Sonya. After the debates, Tulsi's just going to blow up. If she has enough speaking time, you know?
Joe Biden will win debates just like Hillary Clinton did. Okay, so I got Marsha H. over here. She's got Bernie 1. She's got Pete Buttigieg 2. She's got Andrew Yang 3. She's got Kamala 4. And she's got Tulsi number 5. That's with an O. Marcus Hobart. He's got Bernie number 1. Booker number 2. Tulsi 3. Mayor Pete number 4. Marianne Williamson 5. Prometheus the Prophet just has Yang number 1. Cop MDJ has Warren, Biden, Warren, Bernie, Biden, Buttigieg, and Harris. Geography Club has Bernie 1, Biden 2. As much as I hate him, Tulsi 3, Warren 4, and Mayor Pete 5. This other person has Kamala 1, Bernie 2, Tulsi and Yang 3, 4.
Our boy Lawrence Forbes over in the Facebooks.
What you got, Lawrence Forbes?
He's Lawrence Forbes. He's got Bernie, Biden, Warren, Tulsi, Harris.
David Albert has Tulsi, Tulsi, and runner-up Tulsi.
I agree.
And then we got another person, Bernie, Yang, Warren, Tulsi, Biden. I think it's all kind of interesting. We'll see.
No Bernie in there.
No, there's a lot more Bernies in there. A lot of once again, AJ Goldie says Bernie 1, Warren 2. Yang wants to give everyone $1,000 a month. Come on, he will make the top 5. Marsha, I got him at number 5. I got Andrew Yang coming out number 5, but I got Pete Buttigieg. You got to watch out for Pete. Number 6 for me would have been Kamala and Beto will battle for 6, 7. I think eventually they'll fall out. Maybe I think Marianne Williamson will get some people that will say, "Oh, I like her," right when she does drop out. But
right,
Bernie is Hillary controlled. Okay.
Whoa.
Moving on.
Oh, he said that's a good one.
That is a good one. All right. So I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Got a little time here with you guys. Got some hours in there. All of you on the MCSC network, we love you. We thank you for joining in. There's 126 people watching up right now. Some of you people are on the friggin' East Coast. You crazy goons.
Yeah, crazy goons.
Do us a favor. Go over to the Convo Couch YouTube.
The YouTubes.
And thanks for joining in.
We released the videos first on our YouTube before we put them on MCSC network. So I don't know if that's incentive because we put out that Tulsi Time video a day before we put it out on Nico's MCSC network. So
yeah. Well, that's it for us. Pasta Jardula.
Johnny Tsunami.
Combo out.
Combo out.
Go over to the Convo Couch, by the way, if you're on the MCSC network. I forgot to tell you. We have a Convo Couch. Please go over there. We love you. Bye.
Like, share, subscribe. Thank you, guys. Thanks for talking with us.